Hey guys, welcome back to Everyday Life. We're running some errands, but there's some places I wanted to take you to that help the homeless, not only during Thanksgiving, but year-round. I was actually going to do a video today of abandoned places, but it's just so busy and places are packed. It's hard to get to places I wanted to go to.
There's going to be a speed bump every couple of feet too, by the way. Sorry.
Look for that next week. I'll go out and film next week some abandoned places in town.
And the places Troy's talking about that we're going to show you, they're not only for the homeless, they're also, oh my God, I hate this little road.
Love these little bumps.
I hate this road. Anyway, they are, and you can't even see me because of the sun. Sorry. They're not only for the homeless, but they're for people that are just in need of anything. So I know some people that have gone from being homeless, living like in the woods in a what are they called? A tent. Yeah, and they actually got their crap together and got into housing. And they are in need though. Like they may not have enough grocery money to be able to afford a Thanksgiving meal like we do. So we'll also probably do an Everyday Life tomorrow, because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. It is Thanksgiving Eve, and that's why we wanted to show you these places. We just have to go through a couple red lights, and we'll be at the first one. I hope, though, wherever you are, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope that you tell the ones you love that you're thankful for them. Even your pets, let them know that you're thankful for them. They bring joy to your life, I'm sure. Ours bring joy to our lives. Yeah, they do some pretty funny things. Yeah. So, what are you thankful for, other than me?
Family, friends. We got a place to live, car to drive, place to work. There's a lot to be thankful, and thankful to good Lord above for all He's done for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That
a lot to be thankful
good.
for. A lot to be thankful.
Very good.
So guys, hang tight. We'll catch up when we get downtown. Okay guys, well, this is what's called Haywood Street Church. What they do here, they feed homeless on Wednesdays. They have a clothing closet. They also have a respite for those who are sick and have nowhere to go.
They have a beautiful garden down below where these steps
there's a garden right
Probably
through
can't
here.
see much of it this time of year.
Me and Marnie's volunteered here before. Marnie has. I've just kind of helped out some.
They even have chickens that are behind these dumpsters.
Yeah.
I think they've moved them.
They moved them. Looks like down that way.
Yeah, they had chickens and they would use the eggs.
But we'll get a better picture of it right here. But they do that. They have like different little things for people throughout the week too. Like, I don't know, maybe making jewelry or...
And have an AA meeting, like an NA meeting. They have church services. Yeah, they have a lot that they offer the community. It's like one of the best things. And as we leave here, you may see some people standing out here, and they're probably trying to get some help.
Getting help, or they could be
from the church, or they're just resting their feet, getting out of the cold. Yeah. So right over here in front of it are some humongous condos that are being built, and it's really sad that millions of dollars are being put into these condos, apartments, I don't know, whatever they are. And then we have people that are needy, really in the need. There's some crossing the street right in front of us, you can see, or coming up the street. And we call them turtles. They have everything they own is on their back in a backpack. And within a mile, less than a mile probably, there are 3 places that can help you. 2 of them will help you find a place to stay. One of them that we're going to see right now, since we're turning left here, is called Western North Carolina Rescue Ministry. And it's right in where this building is brick and white. And you have to get in there at a certain time. So
6 o'clock at night.
Yeah, you get a meal, you get like dinner. These people are hanging out, probably gonna go to the mission, and then they're gonna get a good night's sleep. Now sometimes they have to turn people away, but here in our city, our area, our county, I don't know what it is, there's even more people that are sitting around here probably waiting to go into one of these places. This is Homeward Bound. They will help you get housing. So these people have probably been doing some paperwork or something today for housing. If you get
Salvation Army.
Yeah, we're going to Salvation Army next to show you it. But if you get down to a code purple, which I don't remember what the temperature is on a code purple.
30.
Is it 34 degrees?
34, 37.
It's yeah. If it gets to a code purple, which our actual news will say it's code purple, it comes over your cell phones if you have it like that. But here's the Salvation Army. I mean, this is all less than a mile. Salvation Army will not feed you. They will make sure you have a place to stay for the night.
Yeah.
And look at this. This hotel, right, but across the street from it, and that one in front. What are they, like, couple $100 a night room? I mean, and these people that come in here have to see the Salvation Army right across the street. Maybe they help them out. I don't know.
I hope they do, but I mean, I'm not going to knock, Asheville building things or whatever. But sometimes you got to put your priorities in line and make sure that you're helping those who are less fortunate. And me and Marnie has met them. We've talked to them. We sit down and had conversations, have eaten with these people. And all they're asking is just some help. Whether it be, some just want a cigarette. Some want a blanket. Some want a loaf of bread and a peanut butter or something. Just to make them a sandwich. And so they...
there is a church too that is here in Asheville called First Baptist Church, and
we'll go by there.
Yeah, we can go by there. It's no big deal. But
there's another church down here on Church Street. You've seen us go to Church Street. You've seen us go do Church Street.
If you've watched the videos of Church Street, I have mentioned the Red Door Church, and the homeless people don't know it as anything but the Red Door Church.
That's what they call it.
Yeah,
it's
and
just the name of the church.
Sunday afternoons they give out like a sack lunch, and every day of the week there is somewhere somebody can go to get some meal and nourishment in their bodies. Our public library is open every day but Sunday, so they can go inside, stay warm in the library, use the computers.
And they do.
They use a lot of the computers. They read the books. They all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. They read the newspaper. They if they want to borrow a book and they actually can use an address that they have and have a card for the library, they do that. I'm so grateful that we have a really big library downtown. Where we are sitting right now, this church right over here, I know that they've helped people in the past. I don't know if they still do. It's a pretty small congregation, and I just don't know if they have the outfit to do that. But straight in front of us, let's see, right there where my finger is, that's our United Way building. And I've told people this before. Here in Buncombe County, I know Buncombe County for a fact, if you get on your phone and dial 211, it directs you to an operator that is very knowledgeable about United Way and all of the services that you can get. And there are churches that will give you, boxes and boxes of food. Go to their clothing closet. Some of them even have home goods, like if you need pots and pans and silverware, things like that. If you need a new bed, I mean, you cannot give away a used bed, but if you need a new one, they'll help you find one. It's awesome. We are gonna sit at every red light, I think, in Asheville.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes in our favor, sometimes it don't.
Yeah. But the place we're headed next is Pritchard Park. We've also done a couple of videos there. There's a lot of times groups from churches all around this area that come and set up. They sing. They play music. They give out. They have several tables with Bibles, food. It's not a complete meal, but it is like something to get them by, like granola bars and fruit, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're never going to go now.
Yeah, we will. Eventually. Hopefully somebody let this person by. There they go.
Yeah. But as you can see, right in front of where we are, we'll show you Pritchard Park up here.
Pritchard Park also on Sunday mornings, and I think they do it in the wintertime too. They give breakfast.
Yeah, they do.
They do breakfast.
They do, and it's like during church time. There's nobody over here right now. It doesn't look like, but and they've also banned so many benches from being put in there. They don't have a lot of places for people to sit anymore. There's my cousin. That's Dustin. Oh my God. I haven't seen Dustin forever. I'll have to message him. That was funny. I'm putting it in the YouTube video too. But Pritchard Park is just a really cool place to come and see things in Asheville. And Asheville, I'm going to do tell you the statistics when I have them again. I don't have them in front of me. But Asheville has like, I think it's, a crazy amount of income coming in because we're a tourist city. But,
okay, guys, we're on Church Street.
Yeah, we're on Church Street. I'll show you around.
When I've said that before, it's been in the middle of the night or at nighttime. And this is, we've done in haunted videos of it, but the church that we've gone to a couple times and filmed as we've looked for the Black Abbey and all that, Friday the 13th Halloween stuff we've done. This church straight ahead, Marnie pointed at it.
Yep, it's right there. It's got a flag on it. That's the Red Door Church. See, it's got a red door.
And that's another church that helps out.
And right down below it, where that white vehicle is and my finger is, that's the little kitchen that you would go in and get your sack lunch. I've had a sack lunch from there before. I've come out here and sat on the grass and eaten it. And it's not that I was necessarily needy. It was kind of more like an educational thing, learning about it. And I was with people that were needy. And, I got to talk to them. And I got to learn more about these people. It was great. I really liked it.
People who are homeless, they're not going to bite you. But
yeah, it is.
There is, now, please understand, some people who are homeless can be a little temperamental because they are upset because of things going on in life. Some are fine with it. They're cool with it. And they will tell you all day long about stuff. So it just kind of depends on who you talk to.
You just have to feel the waters.
Yeah, you get educated in a hurry by people who have lived on the streets for months and years. And we've made some,
we made some really, really good contacts and good friends, and learned a lot of things from their life story. But what I was saying is Asheville has about a $6 million a year. And this was a few years ago. They have like a $6 million a year income for tourists. And our people that are in need are actually getting their luxuries, which is a hot meal, maybe a new jacket or something like that. They're getting it from locals. So I really hope wherever you may be watching this from, help your city out, because it's not up to our tourists that are coming to visit things to help them, but also the tourists. Every street we've been on to take you on today, every street, those are busy streets that tourists are on, especially this one. This is Biltmore Avenue, and this is a really, really busy street, and this is a street a lot of homeless people, a lot of people in need are walking on daily.
Well, let me point this out. As believers in God, in Christ, I'll be the first one to say that I think, in my heart, I believe that churches have to be the first ones to step up and help. There are some churches that go above and beyond and just absolutely do everything they can, and then you have some that do what they can, and then you have those who do it just to make a show. And then you have those who don't really pay it much attention. So I encourage you, if you're a churchgoer or if you're church leaders, or get in touch with your church leaders and let them know, say, hey, look, we need to help. And this is why we're doing this video. It's kind of bringing awareness. I mean, we're going to have a lot to be thankful for, but we also need to keep those in our thoughts and prayers of those who will have lost loved ones this year, and those who are on the streets too because
Yeah, and we actually
They're
know
cold.
we know one. Look at my lips. I don't want to say his name out loud.
Oh yeah.
And we've known him for years. I knew him before I even dated Troy. So I've known this guy for years. Perfect gentleman, very nice. And he bounces he's like a couch hopper or whatever they call him. But he stays with friends and stuff like that. And he's always got the Wall Street Journal in his hand or the New York Times or something like that. He's very, very, very intellectual, and he can carry on a very good conversation. He and Troy carry on conversations about, the news, things that are going on in the news at that time, and I can't keep up with it. But the only thing I have ever given this man are cigarettes. He's always asked, hey, you got an extra cigarette? And he uses his manners and says thank you. And that's all I ask in return. Man, be kind if somebody gives you something. But also, First Baptist Church that we are going to right now, they have they had it at one time. Troy and I were there for it one time, and we knew about it. And it was kind of like fall. It wasn't this late in the year. Right now it's, close to the end of November. But they had gathered enough tents and sleeping bags and, whoa, Troy, honey, wait. All kinds of camping gear for people that needed it. Oh my goodness. Sorry about the bumps, y'all. But they were giving away camping gear. And every time we did go over there to eat lunch, which it was a rarity, but when we went, they set up a table that had greeting cards on it. Of all things, greeting cards. So you could send a card to, whoever you wanted to. A get well card, a happy birthday card, just a blank card, and they would mail it for you. They would put the stamp on it and everything. It was so cool. They also, every time...
Marnie actually tried it out to make sure they actually did it. She sent a card to her mom.
Yeah, my mom got it.
So.
She got it in 2 days, too.
Yeah.
But they also always had brand new socks. They would give you a pair of socks, because that is something people take for granted. When you're on the streets and you're walking all the time, socks get worn out just as bad as shoes. Here is the church, actually. This is the back of it. It is a really pretty church, and it has, they call it, actually the homeless people, they call it the Dome Church, because it actually does have a dome.
Well, not only the homeless, but other people do.
Well, yeah, a lot of people do.
That's what it's known as. But
if you grew up around here, it is First Baptist Church.
First Baptist.
Sorry, I'm not rolling my window down again.
Well, homeless people use certain words that help them understand where to find something. So they might call it a Dome Church, or Haywood Street Church, or whatever.
And Haywood Street Church, I didn't get to say this before, guys, or Troy didn't mention it either. It is such a wonderful place to go, except if you are claustrophobic. I wish that place were just a little bit bigger. But the one thing that they do that is awesome is you sit down and you have a tablecloth on your table. You have silverware that is rolled up in a napkin that is cloth. You have someone come and serve food to you. There's another place that's very similar, and it's in West Asheville. It's called 12 Baskets. Is that it? 12 Baskets?
Maybe we can see
and
if she'll let us maybe interview her or something.
That'd be cool. This is a woman, she's our age, mine and Troy's age. She's a minister, and she started this up. She does it, I think, every day of the week. And so I'm sure she's going to be having some good Thanksgiving food, tomorrow or the day after. It's a lot of leftovers from restaurants. But also, what I really wanted to get my point across here is Haywood Street. You can walk in and put your name on a list and get a haircut. If you need help getting food stamps, there's a person in there for that. When I volunteered, of all things, did put lotion on ladies' hands, clean their hands off, painted their nails if they wanted that done, to make them feel good. If you feel good about yourself, you can do anything. You can get yourself straightened out. So getting your nails done once a week, hey, that's great for them. And also, you can get You can borrow books there, or just, take the books. They are there for the taking. And there's a clothing closet. What else is there that Haywood Street has? Do you know?
They offer acupuncture.
Oh, they have acupuncture. That's
They have
right.
Bible studies.
They have Bible studies. Yeah.
Before we're going to cut this video here in just a few minutes. But before I do, I encourage you, either here, if you live in the Asheville area, or if you're here for a while, maybe visiting or something, or somewhere in your own area, I encourage you, don't feel like you can't go do it. You can go sit down with these people and have a lunch with them, even if you have a $20 million home, or if you just have a single wide trailer. But be thankful for what you got. But go spend some time, go sit down and eat with them, or donate, or volunteer. There's another place we're not going to take you to because it's a little bit of a drive, not too bad, but out of our way right now. But it's called ABCCM. We volunteered there, and
ABCCM is great. It's a soup kitchen, and so they make like sandwiches and salads and soup. But if it's also one of those places, you go in and you tell them, your income, what your needs are, and they'll help you from everything from clothes to food to beds to furniture, and they'll deliver that stuff if you are having trouble with that. They are so awesome. And it stands for Asheville Buncombe Community Christian Ministries. So they are based on faith as well, just like all of these places we have shown you today are based on faith.
And so back to my point, if you get a chance to either do one of these things, or if nothing else, I encourage you to at least just go in. They don't judge you, they don't look at you.
You don't have to dress a certain way.
But go in and sit down and eat with these people, talk to them. If it's something you're passionate about, only if you're passionate about it. But go check it out and see what it's about, and maybe help out in some way.
Yeah, and it's getting ready to be tax time. And people are starting, we have till the end of the year to start donating to get a tax receipt. If you're one of those type of people, look at Goodwill Industries versus your own churches that need help. They are churches that you can just take a bag full of clothing or linens or whatever you have. And some places will take furniture and they'll come and get it from you. And Goodwill Industries makes so many millions of dollars a year. They're not free. All these places here that we've shown you, they're free. When we donate stuff, we give it to places like this that we know it's going to get in a good spot.
Okay, guys, so look for abandoned places next week. Like I said, just real busy right now. I was going to do some film today, but a couple places I kept looking at, I wanted to film. So much traffic, and I just, I said, the heck with it. We're going to do everyday life anyway. Let's just do that. And so next week, episode 2 of Abandoned Places will be up. We're working on something hopefully for this weekend. Also, let's see.
Tomorrow, everyday life.
Tomorrow, everyday life. Things.
Pigging out with our family. Yeah,
so
having
be
a fun
thankful
time.
and have a great time with your friends and family. Enjoy Thanksgiving. And until we see you again, God bless.